What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM20 series. We look at some of the young players on Foot Manager, but players that you suggest and players I look at myself, that I'm curious about, and we see how they get on over the course of their careers on the game. So, if you've got a player you want to look at, please do two things. All you've got to do is leave his name down below with as much info as you can on him, especially if you're quite obscure. And second of all, check the playlist as well. Make sure your player's not been done already. If you want me to do a redo, I decide the redos. That's the way I prefer to do it. I decide which players I'm curious about doing redos on. So we're on episode... God, what number are we on? I need to make sure I get the right number because I want to make sure I count down properly to this. I think it's 90 we're on. Yeah, episode 90 we're on. Episode 90. So 10 away from 100, guys. I don't know what to do on episode 100. It's really hard to do like a... summary because the way the videos, I don't keep the videos because I've loaded them, I delete them because obviously space. But maybe it's just that it's one of those episodes and we just say thank you and whatever, do that. But if you've got any ideas, guys, obviously it's kind of awkward to do each episode with like top 5 players because it'd mean going through them all again and it'd be a nightmare. But it's it's been a landmark at least anyway we'd reach. So today's player is Giovanni Reyna, who is a American. Let's check this though. But he can play for USA, obviously, Portugal and England. So we need to see who he actually plays for. He's at Dortmund on youth contract. He's been there how long now? Just this summer he joined. So okay, worth £2.4 million on £55 a week. I'm trying to think how much. Do I get more than that a week at work? I might do. Actually, it's not far off. Anyway, central attacking mid, AMC, can play CM as well. Or MC, whatever version you prefer to call it. Attributes that stand out for me is free kicks 15, but if it was for me, he wouldn't score them. It's just the way it goes for me. Great natural fitness 16, dribbling 14, great work rate and off the ball, which is fantastic to see, and also aggression high as well. So and acceleration good as well. So. Yeah, player traits. Has he got any at the moment? So look, nope. I'd say 2-footed as well. He's 2-footed. Even though it says right foot preferred, it's fairly strong and very strong. So I'd say 2-footed to me personally. I don't think he'd see an issue with that, to be honest with you. Right then, so first jump. You know the routine. Let's go. Right, folks. He is now at Man United, worth £24.5 million, and he's English. Is he? Yep, he's declared for England. So interesting. If you've got this guy in your saves, who is he declared for in your save? Is it different or is it the same? Just curious. Still the same positions. Relatively the same stats overall. I think vision up 16 is only a noticeable massive increase that I can see. Corners 15 as good. Technique 15. Rest is all this steadily increasing. He's 20 years old, so he's still got a lot of potential to grow into, I would say. Look at his player traits. There's still nothing on there that's new. And he's still got the weak 2 foot, I would say. So, let's have a look at his injury record. We pulled his groin. Oof, painful. And yeah, broken hand. Pulled groin and a broken hand. I'm not saying anything. He pulled his groin and broke his hand as well. Just saying. And yeah, it says impact from a fall. Yeah. Of course it was. So yeah, not injury prone, I wouldn't say. Looking at his stats, that's all we got on here. So, undisclosed, got 2 goals in the league though that year. Then he got 1 goal in the league and got 13 non-competitive football. Then Dortmund 2, got 4 goals, 4 assists. Then he got the same again, 10 goals, 4 assists in non-competitive football. Went on loan to Wolfsburg and got 6 goals, 3 assists. Then they kept him in the first team next season, not much though. Got 4 goals, 2 assists total for the senior team. Man United signed him for £9.25 million. I want to bet they don't play him. Well, they haven't played in that first season anyway. They got him. Next season, he's played 17 games and got, 17 games, 1 goal, 4 assists. Bargain. You can get him cheap. And this is the critical point. If you can get him at this point, there's nothing to say this guy can't be quality. Because the only thing that'll stop him now is not being played and messed around like big clubs again, like we've seen before in these reviews. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. Knowing the game, it will. So yeah, not too bad. Really good base for a player. You can play in CM or AMC. Don't think it's a problem for me. Right, let's see how United play this. Let's find out. Right, folks, he's on loan at Freiburg at the moment from Man United. And again, we're seeing, I'd say, the same stats. Vision gone down by a bit, but so off the ball, but not by massive amounts, which is okay. Let's look at his injury record first of all. Let's have a look here. So we've got a relatively injury-free player here, for me personally. I don't think there's anything to worry about there at all. So, Man United stats. So, we saw the 1 and 4 there. Then he got 8 goals, 7 assists. Then he got 8 goals, 5 assists. Then didn't get many that year, but got 4 assists. And then obviously moved on loan that year. Got 7 goals, 7 assists in the Bundesliga. Weird. He seemed to be doing alright here, didn't he? And then it seemed to just stopped a little bit. He was doing alright. He was getting like 8-5, 8 and 7. Did alright there. And then he stopped here. Maybe he changed could be changing manager and style of football influenced him. Of course, there's only so much you can get from these kind of number games reviews. So yeah, interesting. Still a good player, but again, maybe just not quite hit the potential this time. There's obviously, like I said, he's been played a lot, but there is still that random number generator or whatever you call it. That means that just because you play him a lot doesn't mean he's going to kick on like someone else might. There's one player I want to do a redo on though, because but I might do that after I get through all the reviews. So yeah, let's continue going forward. Right, folks, he's now at Benfica, and it's starting to go down generally, I'd say, stats at the moment. So look at his injury record. Again, no problem there at all. Career stats, have a look. So, Freiburg on loan, 7 goals, 7 assists. They then sold him for 36.5 million. First year at Benfica got 4 goals, 6 assists. They got 9 and 5, 8 and 9, 7 and 7. So quite consistent, isn't it? It's like 8 and 9 goals and assists per season, roughly-ish. Obviously, 8, 9, 7 is kind of what he's kind of averaging out, roughly. Not expensive. Man United have got like like £20 million profit on him, which is fantastic for the Glazers, I'm sure it is. So yeah, we're going to go again to his 30s and just see if that kind of goals and his record continues. So folks, he's still Benfica, and we're not going to. I think the stats basically said the same about his whole career, so essentially there's no real prime to look back on really. Injury record, very good, not a worry at all for me. There's a lot of them, but look at the timeout, it's not massive on them, most of them, is it? So how did he do here? We've got 7 and 7, then they got 8 and 4, 7 and 7, 4 and 4, 3 and 1. So obviously later on in his career he's dropping out a bit, but yeah, you've got a guy who I think you can get this version, get him quite cheap. I think at 20 years old, if you make him a real mainstay of your team, you can get more out of him. Nothing. His multi-nationality could help you in a way as well. So if you sign for an English club, he plays for England, you save the work permit issue. If that happens for you, of course, he's been English in this save, but you guys down below, has he been English in your saves as well, or has he gone somewhere another country and played for them? Yeah, I think this is a really good player on a budget because you can get him quite cheap at the start of the game, by the looks of it, or relatively at the start. When you get him for, so on 21-22, you can get him for like £9.25 million. At least United did anyway. So yeah, definitely get him young because AI just doesn't seem to always nail this, does it? Really, the obvious players, certain players are so high ceiling that it seems to work out for them. So guys, down below in the comment section, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, check out all the Discord links and Twitch channels, and also second channel down below as well. I'll see you next time for another review, which has already been planned, and it's a guy that I might sign for Monaco as well, if I can do a deal. Check out that series as well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.